Welcome back to the channel, guys. In this video here, I'm going to be fabricating a bracket to hold the brake switch for this truck. You have to have the brake switch where it will actuate to turn on the brake lights, and when you're doing these fuel injected swaps with electronically controlled transmissions, you have to have provisions in the switch to lock and unlock the torque converter. So that also has to be wired in and actuated with this switch here, so stay tuned. All right, here's inside the truck. This brake pedal bracket mount that the customer had already bought, it was already installed when the truck came to me. There is nowhere on this to install a brake switch like what I normally use on these swaps. So I'm gonna have to build some kind of bracket to hold that, and that way it will actuate when the brake pedal is pushed. Okay, here's the brake switch I'm gonna be using. As you can see, it's got this little button here. When this is mounted in place, this button pops out when you push the brake pedal, and that actually turns the brake lights on. Well, two of these prongs here go to your brake lights. The other two sets of these prongs go to your torque converter lockup. Well, when this button here pops out, one of these sets of prongs here turns the brake lights on. The other one tells the torque converter to unlock. When you're, say if you're running on interstate at, say, 55, 65 miles per hour, usually by that point in time your torque converter is locked up. A good way that I always use to test this, and I'm sure there's plenty of other ways, but it's just one way I know the switch is functioning right. You can be out there running on interstate and you can have your you can keep your foot on the gas pedal and be running, say, 65, and just reach up there and tap the brake pedal with your foot, and you'll feel the torque converter come out, or unlock. And the vehicle, that's how you know that your switch is wired right and functioning right. But that's basically the way this switch here works. I just have to, I've got to build a bracket to hold it there at the brake pedal so that it will do the job that it needs to do. Alright, here's what I come up with. I got this piece of metal here with these two holes drilled in it. I'm going to bolt it to the bracket underneath the dash that's holding the brake pedal. Then I'm going to put that switch through this hole right here and have a nut on each side holding it. And it's going to be, I'm going to weld these two pieces of metal together right here, but it's going to be bolted in there, hanging just like that, with that switch sticking right through here, through this hole, with this button poked out, just like so. And when you push the brake pedal, when you push the brake pedal down, it's going to pop this button out right here, so that'll turn your brake lights on and unlock your torque converter. Alright, I got this brake switch worked out here. It looks like it's going to function good. I'm gonna get the welder over here, and I've got it clamped right now. I'm gonna get the welder over here and just tack weld this metal, these two pieces of metal together. Then I'm gonna unbolt it and pull it out and get it all welded up good, put some paint on it, and it'll be done. Okay, here's this brake switch holder I made. I just need to put a little paint on it, and I believe it'll be fine. Alright, this brake switch is installed now. You can see when I push it, that button pops out. That's what's going to turn on your brake lights and unlock the torque converter at the same time, if the torque converter is locked up or whatever. And then when you let off, close this back. Now all I've got to do is get it wired up, and I'm pretty well to the point I'm just about ready to start on the wiring for this truck. I'm gonna wrap the video up here, guys. My phone, the camera battery is dying on me, and it's going to cut off probably before I can get this done anyway. That's one thing I'm not impressed with, the battery. Aside from that, I like the video quality and the sound that I'm getting out of this new camera. It's a GoPro Hero 8. Thank you for tuning into the video. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with your friends. And hit the notification bell. That way you get a notification when I post a new video. As always, tune in for the next one. Thank you.